win. Immaculation.
There is something else seeing someone who knows what they're doing and dribbling with another like that.
How many ankles do you think you've taken this year? Hundreds? Thousands?
A lot, especially with the ankle breaker takeover.
When I'm out here playing, I feel like a lot of players use like PG. I do see Duncan a lot. What are some of the cards you see the community run with when you're out here playing?
A lot of Tim Duncan. I think personally, he's one of the best level 40 rewards just because he had on every 6'11".
Let's meet the visiting team, Denver Nuggets. At shooting guard. At small forward, Michael Porter Jr. And now, the starting lineup for your New Orleans Pelicans.
Happy holidays, everyone. A look at the starting group here for Denver. Pairing up in the backcourt, Murray and Brown. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. And it's Jokic in at center. And for New Orleans, filling out the wings, it's McCollum and Jones. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's the prodigy in at the point. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline. Great to watch skilled bigs trade blows and show off what they can do down low.
Well, we always talk about Murray shooting, but he can attack the basket as well.
On the wing, Jones. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Porter Jr.
It'll go on Michael Porter. You know, there's so much to like about Herb Jones. It's hard to know where to start with this guy, Coach.
Well, Brian, I think I know where it starts. It starts with him being an all-defensive caliber defender, one of the best in the league. But then lately, he's been so efficient from three-point range, and his overall efficiency at the offensive end has gone way up. He's become a complete player.
Here's the prodigy, an aggressive player on offense, scoring around 16 a game. McCollum, 11 feet out, and he hits it.
Well, McCollum really can hit from anywhere. He's got every move.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to talk with Willie Green for a minute. He said Nikola Jokic is so intelligent. He said we know the offense is going to run through him, so all we can do is mix up our looks defensively. And then at the other end of the floor, make him work on defense. Try to wear him out a little bit. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Good work there as it goes.
Yeah, the idea of a guy the size of Zion pulling off a move like that is frightening.
Here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. And Williamson with the block. Oh, there's the alley. Gordon with a steal. Murray passes to Jokic. And it's Murray finishing it off.
Oh, explosive move. Sometimes Murray doesn't get enough credit for his athleticism.
Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Now here's Jones, averaging around 5 points a game. And the prodigy gets it to go. Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Jones against Porter. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Pelicans. A chance now to show you the best three-point threats at shooting guard over the past month. C.J. McCollum on top.
It's not surprising that he's doing damage from deep. Guys at his position are asked to make this a staple of their offensive arsenal, and he's doing exactly this.
Well, last season, New Orleans finished with their best record since 2009. Stan, they went 49-33.
Well, you have to credit their roster construction. They've got three guys who can average 20-plus points, along with a lot of very solid young defenders, and these guys are only getting better.
The Pelicans have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And the ball out of play. The Nuggets will have it.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
For the Nuggets, Jordan's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Strawther comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Westbrook in for Murray. Westbrook with the miss. New Orleans in the lead. Outside Murray. Pass to the prodigy. .143 left to play in the first quarter. Denver grabs the miss.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Now Gordon. Here's Strawther. Westbrook outside. Clock at 6. And he's going for the lob. And Gordon with the big finish.
He was practically levitating over the floor. Aaron Gordon.
Pass to Robinson Earl. 1:03 left in the first quarter here. Good work defensively by Gordon. Brown passes to Gordon. Here's Brown. From the high post. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, nice vision from Gordon. He knew his teammate was there all the way.
Pass to the prodigy. Outside Murray. The 3. Gordon pulls it in. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for Denver. 3-point lead. Driving to the basket. Can't hit from in close. Here's the prodigy. Pounded by Westbrook. Here's Murray. And the bucket is good.
Showing off the dribble moves. Able to create for himself. I love it.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's Denver up by 1.
The Nuggets, 13.
And some good. Completely new group for the Pelicans. And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Jordan's checked in for Jokic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Watson. Brown's checked in for Strawther. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Jamal Murray. Out to the right wing. They need this. And he sinks the layup.
Tried to get in there using his height. Murphy working through the defense.
Well, a rangy defender and a knockdown spot-up shooter, Coach. A lot to like about Trey Murphy.
There sure is, Brian. He had the knee issue last season, which was a bump in the road. But for a mid-first-round pick back in 2021, his development overall has been beyond encouraging.
High flyer and a great shooter. What a combo. On the court for Denver. Porter Jr. and Gordon make up the forwards. Christian Brown out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Jordan in at the 5, down low. To the right side. Over to the wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The prodigy passes to Murray. Jacks up a 3. Knocks it down from distance. Murray's got 5 points.
Well, Murray's ability to hit the 3 makes their offense that much more versatile.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hey, great communication on the lob. And the Nuggets lead by 5.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter. Robinson Earl, the pass to the prodigy. The drive by Robinson Earl. Basket counts.
Well, credit the screen there, springing him loose for the finish.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And with the score,
your Pelicans, 36. The Nuggets, 39.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from Jamal Murray.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Messi in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Pelicans 5. And what you love about this Denver offense, Grant, by and large, they take good shots.
Oh, they do. Top 5 in field goal percentage over the last 5 seasons. And a lot of that is Jokic delivering the ball to the right guy at the right time.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the prodigy in their last time out against the Knicks played some superb basketball. He dropped 13 points, and he helped stretch things out with a few three-point buckets. He put forth a tremendous effort, made impact plays time and time again. Guys, back to you.
That's good stuff, Allie. He really made his presence felt in that one, doing some heavy lifting.
And I think he'll try and repeat that performance tonight.
Yeah, watching the film of that game, they ran some nice sets for him. I'd expect more of the same tonight.
And how about our AT&T 5G Slam Cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Now here's Murray. The D's right on him. Down low. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic. Jokic has got his 7th assist here tonight.
Yeah, exceptional focus from Murray offensively tonight.
Pass to Messi. Rebounded by Denver. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Brown. To the middle. Here's Murray. It's deflected.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
To the wing on the left. And the Prodigy gets it to go. The Prodigy's got 5.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Stan, your coaching career started in the 1980s. How are players different today versus then?
Well, look, players have always shared one thing. They want to be the best that they can be, and they want to win games. But the players now are bigger, faster, stronger, and more skilled. The rules have changed, so the game's a little bit less physical, particularly at the NBA level, but the players are just better.
Well, Grant, when you think of Jamal... And so McCollum will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. It's a 1-point game on the court for the Nuggets. Brown and Porter Jr. are the 2 and the 3. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. The shot by Messi, no good.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
And it's good for 2.
The passing ability of Jokic, the way he sees the floor, it's off the charts.
Pass to McCollum. Gordon with a steal. Murray up top. McCollum defends. Gordon outside. The 3 ball. It's good. And the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got 4 assists now tonight. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Denver.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And also attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
2 points. That one goes.
Taking it straight to the rim, going for the high percentage shot when it matters the most.
Well, when it's this close, you want to put your best scorers in a position to succeed. That's exactly what happened.
The assist numbers certainly stand out. They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Well, one of the sharpest players off the floor, C.J. McCollum.
Well, Brian, he also did a great job as president of the Players Union, and he's great on his podcast, too.
I'm sure he'll be doing games with you soon enough after his playing career.
Yeah, I just hope he's not taking my job.
Murray, no good. The Pelicans have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the 4th. Pass to McCollum. Lets it go from 11. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Well, no question McCollum is in the zone right now. Just letting the offense flow through him.
Murray passes to Porter. And here's Jokic. 6 to shoot. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, you have to throw so much weight at Jokic on defense that eventually he'll just step into it and draw a foul.
Williamson's checked in for New Orleans.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Outside Jones. Fourth quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. For Denver, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Porter gets the bucket.
Well, for a guy with a scorer's mentality, Murray is almost surprisingly willing to pass the ball.
And Jamal Murray picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's the prodigy. To the inside. And he makes it on the layup.
This is when your interior D has to be on high alert.
The Nuggets have gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the fourth.
2 minutes remaining.
Right side Murray.
2 minutes.
Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
Well, there's no question. Murray can go get one for you when you need it most.
Time called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 4. 1:57 left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, we present our New Balance player of the game, Jamal Murray.
The defense has just looked utterly lost trying to slow him down. He's consistently just getting high percentage shots because of how hard he's working. He's doing pretty much whatever he can to get open and making the most of those opportunities.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. On the wing, Murray. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. Pass to McCollum. Back to Jones. 5 to shoot. The prodigy passes to Williamson. Up and over Gordon. Here's Messi. Out to McCollum. Stripped away. Porter with it to the paint. Here's Gordon. And that one's good. Nice job on the glass as they picked up 2 on the second effort.
Coming up big for his squad. Gordon doesn't back down from the big moment.
The prodigy passes to McCollum. Here's the prodigy. There's the steal. Here's Brown. Pass to Jokic. Inside. Murray. That falls. Nice feed from Jokic. And now it's a 6-point Nugget lead.
Well, that's the way Murray can create chances. That's why you want him with the ball in clutch situations.
You won't see him miss that one too many times.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And that's an intentional foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
27 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, Jamal Murray, we know, is one of the elite shot makers in the game, and his passing is much improved as well.
And here's Williamson. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. And again, New Orleans no good. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, B.A. They deserve the win. Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to have.
So it's Denver picking up the win. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian
Commaculation.
Wow.
Ooh, now it's not comfortable.
This Paul George is moving too. Current level 40.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those moves, man. 5. Finish.
Good take.
Big D. Big
All
D,
right.
no threes.
No threes.
Boom corner.
Help, help, help.
Good
Yep.
stuff.
Stay on. Yep, no threes, no threes.
Yep.
Switch on screen? Yeah, yep.
Okay, I'm down, I'm down.
1 second.
That's fine, that's fine. Ooh,
Man,
that was a tough
2-2.
shot. That was a tough shot.
It's that time of the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. We got one more great treat for you, folks. Joining us on our broadcast is Shams Charania. Shams, so great to have you with us. Thanks for taking the time to take a seat and join us here courtside.
Star-studded group, the pleasure is all mine. I appreciate you guys so very much for having me aboard.
Look at the smile on Brent Barry's face. He is thrilled to have you here courtside with us.
Absolutely. Super excited about it.
Here's the starting group for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Alperen Şengün out there with Amen Thompson. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. And for New Orleans, we've got Trey Murphy. Prodigy is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Zion Williamson. And it's Messi in at the 5 down low. And it's going to be Houston off the tip. Pass to Green. That's tipped. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got the opening bucket of the night here for the Rockets. Here's the Prodigy. Pass to Williamson. The pass to the Prodigy. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Great idea to get your secondary scorers involved early. This helps keep everybody engaged.
Yeah, and he's so-so from there, but when he's hitting from deep, it's a big confidence builder.
Here's the Prodigy, covered by Van Vliet. Şengün against Williamson. Here's Andrade. And again, New Orleans with the triple. And with the new broadcasting deals, NBA salaries figuring Shams to skyrocket.
And we're not even just talking about the players, Kevin. It's the coaches, it's the front office executives. Everyone is seeing some massive paydays. Every single year, we're seeing the biggest contract in league history, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger in years to come.
Are you surprised at the size of some of these coaching deals? I mean, the numbers are amazing to me.
Coaching, these front office deals, it's getting higher and higher. And once Monty Williams signed the deal he did in 2023, that only elevated the market for coaches, and front office executives also are getting big pay.
Count that one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Willie Green had a few moments to share with me. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said, we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Now here's McCollum. Last game we saw him score 13. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Yeah, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Shams, we know you grew up in Chicago. I'm assuming you grew up a Bulls fan. Who didn't? And you had to have a favorite player growing up with those terrific teams.
I was a big-time fan of hoops in general. Definitely someone for me was Kobe Bryant. That someone wasn't a Bulls player. We almost got him one year, but that was someone I grew up watching. Kevin, did you have a favorite team or player growing up?
Well, I love Kobe. I called every season of LeBron and every season of Kobe Bryant. And Bryant actually did stuff for 2K. As you know, not too long ago, before his passing, we sat down for a couple hours. But I hate to rank them because Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are all right there at the very, very top. Hard to beat Jordan, right?
Very hard to beat Jordan. Obviously, the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Kobe, for me, watching growing up, that was the closest thing that I had.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. That one goes in. On the latest CBA, introducing the second apron, limiting Shams what teams above the cap can do. How does that new rule affect teams?
Decision makers tell me that they're very much keeping an eye on the second apron, not only of their team, but others, and teams that will have to shed salary because of the second apron, and the amount of big contracts we're going to see teams give to players. You're going to see it at the top, but that may dwindle in the middle of their roster. But we will see a more competitive league because of these new CBA changes, and less of a chance of super teams, just more parity and dispersed talent.
Do you constantly read over some of these CBA agreements? I would assume that you do, to have a full understanding of terms like the apron, like we just talked about, or all the other things, the luxury tax, all the things that make deals possible.
It's one thing to have luxury tax. It's a whole nother animal now to have the second apron. And that, certainly for teams that are deep in the second apron, that limits their ability to go make major trades, to be able to sign players for more than the minimum. And we're seeing that happen to at least one or two teams around the league right now. So how will that impact things? But certainly the CBA, I think 50, 60, 70 pages, that's something you pour through before every calendar year.
That is just fascinating. Murray, good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Rockets trail by 6. Green passes to Adams. Now Whitmore. Six on the shot clock. Green in the post. Adams controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Here's the Prodigy. 9 points last game. Murray, the pass to the Prodigy. Sinks the triple. The Prodigy's got 9 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
And the Pelicans with possession here. After Jalen Green's miss. The Prodigy, no good. Now Whitmore. Still yet to score. Outside, Green. It's rebounded by New Orleans. They won their last game against the Rockets in Houston.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Second unit came in last.
And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense. Going with a whole new group out there. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Jari Eason. Brooks checked in for Cam Whitmore. And Jalen Green subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Smith for 3. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Pelicans leading by 7. They've got DeJounte Murray. He's out there with the Prodigy. And it's Boston in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at the Knicks. They couldn't hold their position this week, but remain in the top 10.
And you know, right now for the Pelicans, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, the prodigy in the last time out against the Nuggets provided a nice lift. He had 9 points, and he did a good job to dish out a few assists to his teammates as well. What stood out was his hustle. The work ethic was what really allowed him to make an impact. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Yeah, he was very assertive in that last game, making things happen.
Absolutely made his presence felt. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to get it going early here tonight.
Every teammate in talking with them before the game says how much faith they have in him. They'll keep getting it to him.
And Shams, what an absolute delight it has been having you courtside with all of us tonight. Thank you so much for taking time to join us. It has been a true pleasure.
Thanks so much for the invite. I can't wait to do it again sometime. I'm honored. I'm privileged.
Oh, we are going to hold you to that. Thank you again. Oh, wasn't that wonderful? Easy to see why Shams has so many sources around the game. He's so easy to talk to.
Yeah, it's all about relationships at the end of the day. When the conversations come easily, that suits his purpose as a reporter.
And so Thompson nails both of them.
Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Murray against Green. Pass to Boston. Clock at 6. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Defense as tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Pelicans leading by 4. Over to the wing. Pass to the Prodigy. Good on the triple. The Prodigy's got a couple of three-pointers in the second for the Pelicans.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now here's Murray from outside the arc. Drills it from outside. Murray's got the lead up to 10 now for the Pelicans. And so it's New Orleans going into the break with a 10-point lead. And their three-point shooting has paved the way for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. We've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. The Prodigy having a great impact in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
So on the floor for Houston. Running the wings, they'll go with Green and Brooks. Thompson is out there with Alperen Sengun. And it's Van Vliet in at the point, where there's a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting. Greg, what's your opinion of that?
Well, Kevin, you know, stretching the D isn't just about how far out they have to defend. It's the distance between that and how far in you have to defend. That's why analytics favors shots at the rim and from distance. Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. The Prodigy passes to McCollum. Here's the Prodigy. From downtown. It's rebounded by Sengun. Şengün's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, GA?
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
You are an unselfish playmaker. I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, DA, thanks. Van Vliet with it. Now defended by McCollum. And the wide open shot from Green. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist.
For 3.
Green's got 7.
Boy, they've been terrific from beyond here in the second.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive...
New Orleans leading by 8. Trey Murphy is out there with Herbert Jones. Then there's the prodigy. Then there's McCollum. And it's Messi in at center. That's the Pelicans 5. And here's McCollum for 3.
Really surprising to see the huge edge they have in rebounds given what the scoreboard says.
And so Green will bring it up for Houston. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. And that will be the first game of 5 straight at home. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
Another part of what they've done tonight is to get a lot of work done in the mid-range. And that's a shot that a lot of teams are willing to let you take. Well, they've knocked him down.
Eason's shot is good.
Hard to leave any player that wide open from that distance.
Pass to Jones. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Back to Jones. 6 to shoot. Here's Andrade. That's in. Coming off an assist from Jones. 26 points for the prodigy. Rockets trail by 7. And here's Thompson. Smith outside. Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time. For New Orleans, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Thompson outside. And there's the pass to Green. Over McCollum. Second chance effort. Can't capitalize inside.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Kicks it to Jones. Passes it to the prodigy. The offensive rebound. Messi.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Here's Green. Here's Thompson, and McCollum with the block. Smith against Jones. And Jones shams it home.
Looking pretty nimble on that drive. The slender Herbert Jones is good at understanding when to go in strong.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Timeout call for Rockets. It's been quite a game for the prodigy.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
And now, let's present our New Balance player of the game, the prodigy.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Zion Williamson's checked in for Herbert Jones. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, the Rockets coach had some words for his team during the timeout. Now, he was vocal in the huddle. He told his guys, don't quit on each other. We're still in this game, guys, but I need each one of you to up your energy level. Let's make a run now. Back to you guys.
All right, David, thanks. Another miss by Houston.
Rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
A prodigy, no good. Rockets trail by 13. Here's Green. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Here's Andrade. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
We've seen Zion play that point forward very, very well. He's very adept at distributing.
That's good from the prodigy. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Van Vliet kicks to Green. Good, and Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got 6 assists in the game.
And with that three-pointer, how about ending that 11-0 run by New Orleans?
A prodigy, no good. Rockets trail by 13. Van Vliet attacking. Williamson with the block.
Plenty of muscle on the block. Zion love knocking that one away.
To the wing on the left. New Orleans moving it around. The prodigy passes to Williamson. Here's the prodigy. Launches it. Drills the three-pointer. The prodigy's got 32 points.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Pelicans.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for the prodigy.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised. Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
That one goes. Count it.
A great pass by Van Vliet. His first job on this squad is to facilitate.
The prodigy passes to Williamson. There's the dish to McCollum. To the wing right side. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is...
Congratulations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do? Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'll retire when I expire. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire.
You know who it is. If you don't, it's your boy Shake. Shout out to the Shake Squad and shout out to the Rise community. Shout out to everybody playing NBA 2K25. I want you to have a fun and safe summer. Enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you guys out there in the city.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Bashwell reporting live from 2K TV, man. This summer, I want you to get out there, have fun, ball out till you can't ball no more. My one tip is, man, you know, try something new. Promise you you're going to enjoy yourself. Hey, and don't forget, make sure you're out there splashing, all right? Get out there and splash, man.
What's going on, everyone? It's your girl, Naomi. Continue to bring all that positive energy. Continue to have a great time this summer. And honestly, my tip is super simple. Turn off that shot.
The starting lineup for the visiting Memphis Grizzlies. At small forward, Jalen Wells. At center, Zach Edey. At shooting guard, Desmond Bain. At the other forward position, Jaren Jackson Jr. At the other guard position, Ja Morant. Now, introducing the starters for your New Orleans Pelicans. Manning the middle, standing 6'11", number 21, Yves Misty. At small forward, 6 feet 7 inches, number 2, guard, 6'3", number 3, CJ McCollum. At forward, 6'7", number 1, Zion Williamson. At point guard, standing 6'2", number 16, the head coach of your home team. One more time, let's hear it for your New Orleans Pelicans.
Welcome and thank you for spending this holiday season with 2K Sports as we get ready for the special NBA presentation. Here with the greats, Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill. I'm Brian Anderson and Allie LaForce, our reporter. The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bain. Edey out there with Jackson, and it's Wells in at the 3. And for the Pelicans, filling out the wings, it's McCollum and Jones. Then there's Zion Williamson, and it's Misty in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Talking about this matchup we have here, Richard. Two teams that are very focused on the youth movement.
Yeah, a lot of young guys on both squads, which should make for some exciting plays, as well as some inevitable learning experiences.
It'll be the Pelicans off the tip. Here's the prodigy, coming off a terrific game against Houston. Jones in the post, and he buries his first look.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in, coming off that pick.
Pass to Edey. Bain with it. banked it in off the glass.
Powerful move by a power guard, Bane.
Here's the Prodigy, a valuable part of their offense, averaging a little more than 16 a game. Here's Misi. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
And about a minute gone in the first quarter. Morant with it, coming off a 31-point game. And he lobs it up, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
And it's so difficult to defend Morant in a pick and roll because not only can he get his own, but he can also create passing angles in very tight spaces.
Now here's Williamson. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. Williamson passes to the Prodigy. That's good. And it's Williamson with the assist.
Unselfish play there by Zion. Moving the ball to another shooter.
Outside Bane. From behind the arc. It's hauled in by New Orleans. This game following their win against the Rockets.
It was a lockdown effort defensively, contesting shots and really protecting the painted area.
They were very disciplined on that end of the floor, staying attached to shooters and disrupting plays with their active hands.
Now here's Williamson. Just 5 on the clock. The Prodigy. And another three for New Orleans.
Ideal way to start the game. Come out of the gate and knock down all but one of your first 5 shots.
And when it comes to the Grizzlies, they're a team that's hungry to take that next step, Greg.
Yeah, and they've got the core to do it, B.A. You got Morant, Bane, and Jackson. They're all all-star caliber players and still in their mid-20s. So they've got a lot of great chemistry and time to get it right.
They get it back. Outside for Morant. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen. And here's a look at some numbers for Desmond Bane.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You got to focus on the details.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And now we'll go to Allie LaForce, who had a chance to visit with Willie Green.
He said Ja Morant is so good and so entertaining that some guys on both teams just stand around and watch him. He told his players, if you let him get to the rim and do something spectacular, you're not only giving up points, you're energizing the guys around him. Coach wants to prevent the highlight reel kind of plays.
Good job there, Allie. Thanks.
Ja Morant. He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. To the wing, right side, from the arc. Ooh, he's looking comfortable now, 3 for 3.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Grizzlies trail by 7. Pass to Jackson. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter. Yep, that one goes.
Just like his pops, Jaren Jackson Jr. Yeah, look, this man, when he gets close to the hoop, it is pretty much automatic. You can't let that happen.
Now here's Murray. He had 10 points in the win against Houston. Out to the right wing. Guarded by Aldama. Tipped. Up top, Bane. He takes it in. Oh, he missed the layup. He had it with the pump fake. They push it up 4 on 3. He's got it. 4 for 4 now. He's automatic.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Morant. He's a tough guy to check, averaging almost 28 points a game. Murray against Bane. Murray passes to the Prodigy. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. The Prodigy's got 14 points.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
From deep, Morant. Gets the three to fall.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Well, we've seen some great shots in the first.
Pelicans, 18. The Grizzlies, 11.
If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter in this one. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pelicans.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
So, on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. G.G. Jackson is out there with Marvin Bagley, and it's Wells in at the 2. Williamson, nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
Grizzlies trail by 9. Pass to Wells. Now Bagley. Here's Pippen, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
And we're now about a minute into this second quarter of play. McCollum on the wing. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Houston.
He really hooked the defender with that pump fake. It worked to perfection.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, the prodigy in their last time out against the Rockets really lit up the floor. He tallied 32 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And his effort helped end their losing streak. He'll be looking to inspire them with another win tonight.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious...
Through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair.
The first half with the score, your Pelicans, 51. The Grizzlies, 35.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Through the first two quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Then there's C.J. McCollum, and it's Messi in at the 5. That's the group for Willie Green getting going here in the second half. Here's the prodigy, hounded by Morant. McCollum on the wing. Knocks down the long J. McCollum's got 5.
Can't sleep on McCollum. Not even for a second, because that's when he strikes.
Here's Morant. Morant with the close-range bucket.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the Rock inside and convert.
New Orleans leading by 15. The electric Ja Morant. High-flying, fast, fearless. Where's that mentality come from, RJ?
There is just a fearlessness like you mentioned. Most players, you just have that mindset. You don't care. You're going to attack the rim. It doesn't matter if you could potentially get hurt. You are going to take off. That mindset is a level of aggressiveness that only Ja Morant possesses.
On the wing, Jones. Williamson outside. For 3, McCollum. That one's in. Coming off a nice dish from Williamson. Williamson's got 5 assists tonight. Morant surveying the floor. The Pelicans pull it in.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
Jones, the pass to the prodigy. And here's McCollum. Over Bane. And another one falls for New Orleans.
Yeah, the craftiness of McCollum. Smooth in that mid-range area.
Outside Morant. Pass to Edey. To the inside. Here's Jackson. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. New Orleans leading by 18. McCollum on the wing. Guarded by Bane. Takes a 13-footer. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
He's going off this quarter. A huge reason why this team is on top.
Outside Morant to halt the run. Pass to Edey. Outside Bane. Up and over McCollum. Jones grabs the board. Jones has got 4 rebounds now. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Jackson against Williamson. And the Prodigy gets it to go. The Prodigy's got 16 points now.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Timeout called. Memphis. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Ja Morant is excited to be back on the court. He's looking to lead this Grizzlies team back to the postseason. He said of the adversity, quote, "It made me better. I'm just grateful and thankful for the position I'm in." Ryan, it's great to have him back in action.
Yeah, everyone loves a comeback story, Allie. Thanks. Clark, no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
McCollum looking it over. Clark covers.
Number 17. First personal foul.
And here's Jackson. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Their next game is at Paycom Center in Oklahoma City for a date with the Thunder. That'll be the second game of a 5-game road trip. Pass to Aldama. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It'll be on Zion Williamson. Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And New Orleans making a change here. Murray's checked in. The Pelicans lead by 20. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter. The Prodigy passes to McCollum. Right wing. Pass to Murray. 6 on the shot clock. Takes it inside. And counted from 12 feet. He has 7.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Jackson against McCollum. Here's Pippen. Back to Jackson from deep. And again, it's Memphis missing. New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Puts it up. And the Pelicans get it back. Williamson. And a nice finish on the layup. Williamson's got 6.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Uses the glass on the layup.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
The Prodigy passes to McCollum. 4-3. Can't connect. And so it's New Orleans continuing to pile it on. Up 22 as we head to the break.
67. The Grizzlies.
All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Manning the backcourt, we'll see Morant and Bane. Jaren Jackson out there with Edey, and it's Aldama in at the 3 slot.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Well, the Grizzlies shooting about 41%. Outside Morant. Misi grabs the board. Misi's got 5 rebounds in the game. Jones, the pass to the Prodigy. From outside, off the mark. And here's Memphis. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Edey. Left side, Morant. And it was still over the rim. Offensive basket interference. Grant, with this new media deal, more broadcasters for the NBA.
You're right, B.A. And the league benefits economically. Hopefully, more innovation on the broadcast side, too, and a chance to even reach new fans as well.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bane. That's his first foul.
And let's face it, they won't get back in the game with fouls like that.
Here's the Prodigy. That's good. And it's Jones with the assist. The Prodigy's got 19 points.
No, he's been locked all the way in from the floor, and he's the #1 reason why they're winning right now.
Outside Morant. Pass to Jackson. From outside the arc. On target from range.
Some bigs develop range over time. Jackson, he's been dropping daggers since day one.
On the wing, Jones. Now Alvarado. Here's the Prodigy. Takes the three. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
He's just lighting them up in this game. The D's going to have to extend a little bit more, or he's going to keep knocking them down from deep.
Outside Bane. Offensive board.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Morant against Jones. Uncovered. And the Prodigy gets it to go. 24 points for him. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Morant. Gets a very good look and converts.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
The Prodigy passes to Alvarado. Down low. Outside Jones. Here's the Prodigy. Hounded by Morant. Clock is at 3.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Here's the Prodigy. And the three off target. And so it's Morant who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. To the left side wing. Aldama. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
Pass to the Prodigy. Guarded by Aldama. Here's the Prodigy. No good from outside. And Memphis shooting about 41%.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Pelicans.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And they increased their win total to 29.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for the Prodigy.
And let's just say this, the name of the game is scoring, and yes, he provided that tonight. You're welcome.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
Ooh, as usual, Morant bringing down the house.
And that replay courtesy of the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's the Prodigy. Pass to Jones. Here's the Prodigy. Let's go with a 3. Hits the trifecta.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal the game. Saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted.
And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching the NBA presentation.
Congratulations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Congratulations. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. Not a dragon, but I spit fire. Volcano heat, not no little old trenches. Looking at my life through different lenses. Back when my heart was full of vengeance. Not good, but bad intentions. Somehow the Lord kept me unharmed. Kept my head up under his arms. I had a cross for a charm. The chosen one when I was born. Earl Stevens, I'm the proprietor. Wait for my company to get acquired. 200,000 strong. One day I'll have enough to buy my grandchildren homes. Generational wealth. What you doing? Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Congratulations. I don't like it, I love it, man. Congratulations. Have at it, man. It's there for you, brother. Congratulations. Once I crystal the mic and get on top of the beat, it becomes an instant classic when he 40 speed. My lyrics poke out just like a widow peak. I go like I got Fetty to fetch, refuse to lose. Ain't no recess commercials or interludes. Right now I'm off my own and I'm at the crib. And it's this new to your OG from the, but I'm still not out of the woods yet. Even though that I'm Project English is my language. Ghetto slang, broken English. It's hard to crack the code and distinguish. BR, before rap, I was famous. What you doing? Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Congratulations. Congratulations. Go crazy, my guy. Let's have at it. Congratulations. Enough money out here for all of us, man. Hello. Congratulations. Droopy on the beat.
In the city, keep that dog. Mind your business. Sports Center, Rodeo put a killer. Before I ate, I need a closet like a clothing store. I need a cash register. I feel abused, pulling on my belt. You need help with something, pump the gas or something. Order 2K1s on that, put confetti on it, catching slip. I gotta keep my so I won't go to alone. Not on fire drill. I got walked in as my twin Balenciagos. Talking about on his neck, he tattled on me. Won't believe this hoodie 1500 without no logo on it. Boy, we been a little humble. I ain't never had before. Dog so broke, I'm praying for him. She up waiting for me. Dr. Trench banking on me. When I hit the bank, they know me. I feel like they favorite.
Commaculations. Boss move. Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Win. Commaculations. Refuse to lose. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Commaculations. I'll retire when I expire. I'm in the truck like a spare tire. Not a dragon, but I spit fire. Volcano heat, not no little old trenches. Looking at my life through different lenses. Back when my heart was full of vengeance. Not good, but bad intentions. Somehow the Lord kept me unharmed. Kept my head up under his arms. I had a cross for a charm. Project English is my language. Ghetto slang, broken English. It's hard to crack the code and distinguish. BR, before rap, I was famous. What you doing? Boss move. What you refuse to do. Refuse to lose. I'm just trying to win. Commaculations. Boss move.